Okay then guys, just a little user guide for this live worksheet on complex numbers. I'll take you through it. Basically this live worksheet I'll be putting up on Google Play in a few days time under the name Complex Numbers 1, so look out for that. All my apps are free, so you're more than welcome to download these live worksheets. This is a live worksheet, and whenever you type in a mathematical topic, for an awful lot of topics you'll see a dog icon, a little doggy icon. That'll be my icon most likely. The dog's name is Freddy. Look out for Freddy. Freddy. And whenever you see Freddy, that'll be one of my live worksheets or one of my widgets, one of my apps. So you're welcome to download any of them, of course, on Google Play, as I say. Basically, I'll just run you through this user guide very quickly then. We're going to do complex numbers, so we do simple operations, that's powers, plus, minus, times, divide, and square root. At the beginning of each section, there's a question or intro, which just gives you the bump associated with the problems, enable you to do them. And so you can see that for these 3 rows here. There's about 35 problems in the first row on powers, square roots, powers, plus, minus, times and divide of complex numbers, just to get us comfortable with the subject. And then we move on then with that information in hand to go on to the next section with a little intro here. But interspersed in this section, I think there's about 40 questions in this section. There's 2 or 3 intros interspersed. So rather than do one big intro at the beginning, I do an intro for the first section, then there's another intro around about question 13 order, and then another one about question 30 or something, just to get you what you need for the next subsection of questions. The idea with the worksheet, of course, is that you have a go at the questions first, ideally, and then you can click on the video solutions to check them. If you want to work on independent of the smartphone or tablet, then you can download the PDF, print it off, work on the problems independently, so that's available for you there. This is the user guide. In the second section we look at quadratics, cubics and the Argand diagram, so we draw little axes, xy axes, which is the Argand diagram, to represent complex numbers. Basically we're going to look at roots of quadratics and roots of cubics and say a little bit about those. We do in the intro as well, of course, to get us familiar with the concepts. Then we look at arguments and modulus, the size of the complex number, its argument, essentially the angle, and as far as polar coordinates are concerned. We look at problems in vectors or in Cartesian representation or polar representation. Depending on the nature of the problem, we choose the context or the setting that's most appropriate to solve the problem. So look out for that, because we use a variety of approaches when solving these problems in this section. So there's 40 questions in this section. Then after we've done those, we move on to loci and regions, and these will be inequalities involving arguments and moduli. And we look at regions where we have inequalities, probably like so, or greater than or equal to. And then loci is often just usually associated with equations where they equal. And these are more commonly associated with regions and problems involving regions. So there's about 20 or 30 questions here on loci and regions. So there's 100 or so little questions and associated videos for this section. There's a whole host of tools as well. So I've got about 4 tools in here. So if you want to solve a complex quadratic equation, there'll be a tool for that. If you want to plot a complex function, there'll be a tool for that. A variety of tools, well worth having a look at, all the selection of tools that I've put in. These are the resets, because when you had a go at a question, they'll be ticked off to show that you've had a go. And then when you press the reset, row 1, 2 or 3 or all of them, it just keeps a track of your progress and allows you to make a fresh start if you want to just reset the page or any row. There's an email math queue. Any questions you got, you're very welcome to send them in. Give us a buzz, let us know how you're getting on, and you can send in a question, capture a picture on your phone or tablet, and then I can have a look at it and I can write up some bespoke video solutions if I get time, and I can send you the private YouTube video link for that. This is the user guide, of course. I've said about the tools. Apps, I've put down recommended apps. I think I've put something down, possibly differential equations one, some particular app I've recommended. Oh, matrices and linear equations I put down, because this is another topic that you might be interested in. And also all my apps on my developer page are here as well. This is the PDF file. And so that's essentially all it is. If there's anything more between now and the time I put it up on Google Play, then I'll put a few extra little bits and bobs in as well. So all the best then, guys. Any feedback, as I say, is really appreciated. Send us an email, give us a buzz, let us know how you're getting on. So as I say, all the best then, and I'll catch you again in another worksheet. Cheers!